Hi, my name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf, and today I am bringing you the 12 Days of Christmas book tag. I know I said in my What's Up Buttercup I wasn't going to sing anymore. I lied. The original is by Lizzie Loves Books, which I will link down below so you can go and check that out if you'd so desire. I've lost the papers that I printed all these questions off, so I have to go off my phone, which we all know I hate. So let us get started, shall we? Number 1, A Partridge in a Pear Tree. Favorite standalone book. The first book that actually popped into my mind while I was reading this question was The Book Thief. I'm enamored by that story. I cried, I was probably the last couple chapters, the entirety that I read it. And then when I got done, I held it close to my chest and cried for a good half hour when I was done. It's one of those cleansing of the souls sort of stories, and I highly recommend it. It's really hard to think of a standalone because a lot of these that I read are series. Like even if it's just a duology, it's more than one, obviously. Good job, Christina. So I'm trying to rack my brain and think of other like standalones. Puppet Boy by Christian Baines. I love that one. I talk about it all the time. It's really, you either love it or you hate it, and I love it. It's very much manipulation and mindfuckery and all the great things that come from Christian Baines. Number 2, Two Turtle Doves and a Partridge in a Pear Tree. Favorite OTP? Oh, no, I can think of OTB. Old dirty bastard. Okay. Favorite ship. My absolute favorite ship, and I have gone down so many rabbit holes reading fanfic with this, is Jem and Will from The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. One, I freaking love the series. I love how she's done everything with it, how every series works into the next series, and how characters keep popping up, and we see how the men and the women in this series kind of have rolled over. God, but Jem and Will. Like, just take Tessa out of the picture. I mean, she's a pretty badass female, and I am very much in love with her, but Jem and Will. There's some amazing fanfic and written porn with these two out there if you so wish to go find it. Number 3, Three French Hens, Two Turtle Doves and a Partridge in a Pear Tree. Favorite trilogy. Okay, let's get this out of the way. The Executive Office series by Tal Bauer is obviously one of my favorite trilogies of all time. The Krenar Chronicles, which I talked about in my last book tag by Anna Zayers, is also one of my favorite trilogies of all time. It's like sci-fi, erotica. If you are into the MF world and those are some of your feel-good things, I highly recommend that. Of course, you know, you have like The Hunger Games. I was very much in love with. The Infernal Devices that I just talked about by Cassandra Clare is a trilogy, and I enjoyed that immensely. There's so many. I just complained about wanting something about a series, but a lot of these series are like multiple books. I don't know if I have a lot of just trilogies. I can't think. Okay, we're gonna move on. 4 Calling Birds, 3 French Hens, 2 Turtle Doves, and a Partridge in a Pear Tree. Favorite fictional beast creature. The beasts that are in Harry Potter that you can only see if you've experienced tragedy, I think are my favorites. I don't want to say it's like a prize, like, hey, Harry, your parents died right in front of you, so you are one of the only people that can see this beast. But I don't know, I think there's something soothing about being able to see it when to everybody else it's just this invisible being. 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Show 5 golden books. I don't know if you're going to consider them golden, but I find them golden-ish, and it works for me. So what I have is The Druid Next Door, The Veranda, Under a Sky of Ash, City of Fallen Angels, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I think that works, right? I think they're kind of golden-ish. Well, this is my book tag, and it works for me, so. 7 Swans a-Swimming. Show a book with water on the cover. I bet you The Shipwreck by Rosaline Abel has water, because if it doesn't, then it's not Shipwreck. Okay, let's find it. And it does! I mean, if you take out these guys and some of this, there's water. There's water! See, it's right there! What else do we have in here? These two have water. I'm dying to read this series. I love Tammy Valdero's work, and you have The Blood and Water, which could also be a golden cover, so we'll put it here in our stack that's going on. And Ruin and Will, also Water, and they're just so pretty. I mentioned this book earlier, Puppet Boy by Christian Baines, and Water, and the 3 pairs of feet, all very symbolic. Read it. Oh, and back with the trilogy. Granted, I haven't read all 3 books yet, but I think the Eclipse Saga by Devin McCormick is going to be one of my all-time favorites too. Just as I've said many times, growing up in a fundamentalist church, and then Devin takes that whole lesson that was like drilled into my brain and flips it and says, or, and I love it. Okay, what were we? We're on water. And so we have 8 Maids of Milking. What fictional food do you wish you could taste? All desserts. Just bring me the world's desserts of fiction, or the fictional world of desserts, or however you want to say it. Just, I will try all the desserts. I didn't get this luxurious by just eating salads. 9 Ladies Dancing. Favorite dance between 2 characters. I'm just going to list some books that have dancing in them that I really enjoyed. Jeff Adams has, what is it called? Love's Opening Night. And it's Broadway, and one of the dancers get injured, and it's so cute and lovely. It's delicious. Annabelle Joseph has one. It's called Firebird. It's BDSM and ballet. It was exotic. It's really the word that I have for it. Beautiful, tantalizing, and exotic. If you have not read Firebird, you must. Annabeth Albert has Danced Close. I think it's the last book in the Portland Heat series. One of the main characters is a femme male, and he's a wedding planner. And then the other one used to be this competitive dancer until it was no longer fun. And that story is really like, hey, all you dance moms, let's take a look at this, shall we? I think that's where I'm going to stop for a moment. That's quite a few dance books. 10 Lords of Leaping. I'm not actually going to leap because I'll probably bust a gut or a seam or the dress or my leg. Favorite book-to-movie adaptation. I am in awe and I applaud The Hunger Games. I think they did a fantastic job of taking the book to movie. The Book Thief, I also applaud. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I mean, there are some parts I wish had made it, which, you know, everything, but it was still really good. Being somebody that really specializes in small pub and indie authors, I don't have any of those that have been book to movie. And this isn't book to movie, but the Alsos Trilogy by Deborah Harkness is going to be a BBC show. And following like all the Twitter information, Facebook, everything of that nature, it looks like it's going to be on par and above phenomenal. I can't wait. 11 Piper's Piping. Favorite book to movie adaptation soundtrack. And number 12. 12 Drummers Drumming. 11 Pipers Piping, 10 Lords of Leaping, 9 Ladies Dancing, 8 Maids of Milking, 7 Swans a Swimming, 6 Geese a Laying, 5 Golden Rings, 4 Calling Birds, 3 French Hens, 2 Turtle Doves, and a Partridge in a Pear Tree. You guys are welcome. It's the end of the song. What's your favorite ending? Obviously, if it's a romance, I want the HEA. That's what I want, the happily ever after. I don't want the happy for now unless there's going to be more. Like if it's a series, I'll take happy for now. If it's a standalone, I want the happily ever after. I want the epilogue. I want everything that tells me that they are going to live together until they die together at a very ripe old age. If it's not a romance, and the book that's coming to mind right now immediately is Coptown by Karen Slaughter. It is a murder mystery thriller. Takes place in the 70s, and it centers around 2 women who are cops and all the bullshit they have to go through to be women cops and the murder of a fallen cop. It's like within the last few paragraphs, I believe, of the book, and it's just a couple lines, but within that it shows camaraderie, friendship, loyalty, devotion, humor, acceptance. So many things happen within this book that just shocked and awed. And at the end, there's this just it's 2 or 3 lines, it's quick, it's done, it's over, but it gives you that last little jolt of ooh, you know, the tinglies, the good feels, everything that gives you a book. A simple, but something that still pops and jazz, pizzazz, gives you that one little last tingle for the story. So that was your 12 Days of Christmas book tag. Once again, the original was by Lizzie Loves Books, which I will leave the link down below. If you've enjoyed this book tag, I'm going to ask that you help me with that YouTube algorithm and give me a like. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with all of you guys, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I try to get new stuff out for you at least every Monday through Thursday, but I honestly never know what time, and that is the magic of the subscribe button, is that you will get a notification when I have something new for you. If you like me and think this chick's pretty awesome, down below I'm going to leave stalker links aplenty, so go, click, investigate, enjoy. If you have a book or an arc you'd like me to read, or some light editing proofreading you would like done, you can request via website. This was the 12 Days of Christmas book tag. Bye.